Have you ever wondered how your favorite Oreo cookies are made? Let's start by taking a journey back in time. The story of the Oreo cookie begins over a century ago, in the year 1912. It was in that year that the National Biscuit Company, now known as Nabisco, first introduced Oreos to the world. The goal was simple, yet ambitious, to create a cookie that could delight the taste buds of every man, woman, and child. Fast forward to today, and it's safe to say that the Oreo has more than achieved this goal. In fact, it's not only the best-selling cookie in the United States, but also a beloved treat enjoyed by millions across the globe. The classic Oreo, with its 2 chocolate wafers and creamy white filling, is instantly recognizable and irresistibly delicious. But the Oreo isn't just a cookie, it's a canvas for creativity. Over the years, Nabisco has introduced a smorgasbord of unique flavors that have captured the imagination of cookie lovers everywhere. From birthday cake to watermelon, from marshmallow moon to Swedish fish, the Oreo has proven time and time again that it's not afraid to push the boundaries of what a cookie can be. Yet, despite these wild and wonderful variations, it's the classic Oreo that remains the heart and soul of the brand. It's the cookie that started it all, the cookie that continues to bring a smile to faces around the world. It's the cookie that, despite its humble beginnings, has become a global phenomenon. So, whether you're a fan of the original, a lover of the unique flavors, or perhaps someone who enjoys a little bit of both, one thing's for certain: there's an Oreo for everyone. And behind every Oreo is a process that's as fascinating as the cookie itself. Now let's delve into the fascinating process of how these delightful cookies are made. The magic of Oreo begins with just a few simple ingredients. Can you guess what they are? Let's see if you're right. The stars of the show are sugar, flour, oil, cocoa, high fructose corn syrup, leavening, soy lecithin, salt, chocolate, and artificial flavor. First, we have the sweet and delightful sugar. This is what gives our Oreos that addictive sweetness that keeps us coming back for more. It's not just about taste, though. Sugar also adds to the texture, giving the cookies their firm yet crumbly nature. Next up is flour, the backbone of any good cookie. It binds all the other ingredients together, providing a sturdy base for our Oreos. Then there's oil. This is what gives the Oreo its distinctive melt-in-your-mouth feel. Oil helps to create a smooth, rich texture that makes every bite a little piece of heaven. Cocoa and chocolate, the dynamic duo. They're responsible for that deep, dark, delicious chocolatey flavor we all know and love. Cocoa also gives the Oreos their iconic brown color. High fructose corn syrup, a type of sweetener, enhances the sweetness of the cookies and contributes to their chewy texture. Leavening, which includes baking soda or baking powder, helps the cookies rise during baking, giving them their characteristic thickness. Soy lecithin is an emulsifier that keeps the oil and water from separating, ensuring a consistent texture throughout the cookie. Salt, a flavor enhancer, brings out the best in all the other ingredients. It sharpens the sweetness and deepens the chocolate flavor. Last, but definitely not least, we have the artificial flavor. This is what gives Oreos their unique taste, one that's impossible to replicate. Each of these ingredients plays a vital role in the creation of the Oreo cookie, working in harmony to create that perfect balance of sweetness, crunch, and creaminess. With these ingredients at hand, the journey of transforming them into Oreos begins. First up, the creation of the cookie dough. To make the iconic Oreo cookie dough, we begin with a blend of simple, dry ingredients. This includes unbleached flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and a pinch of baking soda. These ingredients are mixed together until they form a uniform mixture, a process which ensures that every bite of an Oreo cookie has the same delicious flavor. Next comes the addition of 2 key ingredients: oil and syrup. The oil, usually canola or palm oil, gives the dough its soft, pliable texture. The syrup, often corn syrup, adds a touch of sweetness and further enhances the dough's consistency. These wet ingredients are added to the dry mix and stirred until a smooth, consistent dough is formed. Now you might be wondering, how does this dough transform into those perfectly round Oreo cookies we all know and love? Well, it's all in the cutting process. The dough is first rolled out into a thin layer. Then, using a special cookie cutter, the dough is cut into small, uniform circles. These circles are not just any circles, though. They're the exact size and shape of an Oreo cookie. Each piece of dough is then carefully inspected to ensure it meets the Oreo standard. Any pieces that don't make the cut are put back into the dough mixer to be reshaped and cut again. This process ensures that every Oreo cookie is perfect in shape and size. Once the dough is cut into circles, it's time for the final step before baking. Each piece of dough is imprinted with the classic Oreo design. This design, which includes the word Oreo in the center surrounded by a decorative pattern, is what gives each cookie its unique identity. The dough, now cut into perfect circles, is all set to go into the oven. This is where the raw dough transforms into the crunchy, delicious Oreo cookies we all know and savor. But that's a story for the next scene. For now, let's appreciate the art and precision that goes into creating the perfect Oreo cookie dough. Now comes the exciting part, the baking. This is where all the magic happens. The cookie dough, which we've seen being meticulously prepared, is now ready to be transformed into the crisp, dark, and delicious Oreo cookies we all know and love. The dough is first cut into perfect circles with the iconic Oreo design. It's a sight to behold, a sea of soon-to-be cookies etched with the familiar pattern we've all come to recognize. Then these dough circles are carefully placed on baking trays, with just the right amount of space between them to ensure even baking. The ovens are preheated to a specific temperature. Now you might think, why does the temperature matter so much? Well, the answer is simple. Precision is key in baking. A degree too high and the cookies might burn, a degree too low and they won't bake properly. The perfect temperature ensures that the cookies will bake evenly and achieve that distinctive Oreo crunchiness. Once the cookies are in the oven, they are baked for a precise amount of time, not a minute more, not a minute less. This is another crucial factor in achieving the perfect cookie texture. Overbaking can lead to a cookie that's too hard, while underbaking can result in a cookie that's too soft. But when the timing is just right, you get that beloved Oreo crunch with every bite. Now imagine the aroma filling the bakery as the cookies bake. It's a deliciously intoxicating scent that promises something wonderful is about to emerge from the oven. And that's exactly what happens. After the designated baking time, the trays are pulled out of the oven, revealing the freshly baked Oreo cookies. They are left to cool, their dark color contrasting beautifully against the shiny metal trays. The cookies have now transformed from a simple dough into a treat that's a delight to the senses. Their texture is just right. Their taste is unmistakably Oreo. They're a testament to the careful crafting that goes into making each and every Oreo cookie. Fresh out of the oven, our cookies are ready for the next step. What's an Oreo without its iconic cream filling? That's like asking what's a rainbow without its colors, right? It's the cream that makes an Oreo, well, an Oreo. So let's dive into the creation of this velvety, sweet delight. The cream that fills the heart of every Oreo cookie starts its journey as sugar and oil. Yes, you heard it right, just two simple ingredients. But it's the perfect blend of these that gives us the creamy, dreamy filling we all adore. Imagine a sea of fine white sugar. It's pure, sweet, and ready to be transformed. This sugar is then mixed with oil to create a smooth and creamy base. The oil is carefully chosen to ensure it enhances the flavor of the sugar without overpowering it. This delicate balance is what makes the Oreo cream filling so irresistible. But the magic doesn't stop there. This sugar and oil blend is then whipped into a frenzy. Air is incorporated into the mix, giving it the light, fluffy texture we associate with Oreo's cream filling. It's like watching a cloud being created in a mixing bowl. And then, the moment of truth. The cream is applied onto one side of an already baked Oreo cookie. It's done with precision, ensuring that the perfect amount of cream is spread evenly onto the cookie. Too much, and it overflows. Too little, and it's just not an Oreo. Once the cream is in place, another cookie is gently laid on top, sandwiching the cream filling between two chocolatey cookies. It's a match made in cookie heaven. The two cookies and the cream unite to form the iconic Oreo cookie we all know and love. So next time you twist open an Oreo and see that white, creamy filling, remember the journey it's been on. It started as just sugar and oil, but with a little blending, whipping, and sandwiching, it became the heart of the world's favorite cookie. And there you have it, the Oreo cookie as we know it. The final step in the process is getting these cookies to you. After the cookies have been baked and filled with that signature cream, they're not quite ready to be savored just yet. They need to be packaged first, and this is a process that is as meticulous as the baking itself. The cookies are first placed onto trays. These trays are not your average kitchen trays, but specialized ones designed to hold each cookie securely. Each cookie has its own designated spot on the tray, ensuring they remain intact and perfectly round. These trays of cookies then move along a conveyor belt, heading towards the wrapping machine. This machine wraps the trays of cookies in a protective film. This film not only keeps the cookies fresh, but also protects them from being damaged during transit. It's a delicate process, a dance between machine and cookie, ensuring each Oreo is wrapped up snugly, ready for its journey. Once wrapped, the trays of cookies are then boxed. These boxes are not just any boxes. They are sturdy, designed to withstand the long journey that lies ahead for these cookies. Each box is carefully filled, ensuring the cookies are secure and ready for transportation. And then comes the distribution. This is where the real magic happens. Oreo cookies are loved all around the world, and the distribution network ensures that everyone, no matter where they are, can enjoy an Oreo. From the factory, the boxes of cookies are loaded onto trucks, planes, and ships, embarking on a journey that will take them to every corner of the globe. From supermarkets in New York to convenience stores in Tokyo, from online retailers in London to local markets in Mumbai, these cookies truly travel the world. It's a vast network, a web of routes that ensures your beloved Oreos reach you, wherever you may be. And that's how your favorite Oreo cookies journey from the factory to your home. But the journey of an Oreo doesn't end there. There's a certain magic that happens when an Oreo cookie meets its perfect partner, a glass of cold milk. It's a classic combination, a timeless tradition passed down through generations. The cookie, once firm and crisp, surrenders to the milk, becoming a softer, melt-in-your-mouth delight. And let's not forget the delightful moment when the cookie is twisted apart, revealing the white, creamy center, ready to be savored or licked clean. But the Oreo is not just a cookie. It's an experience, a memory maker, a joy bringer. It's the star of countless childhood stories and the secret ingredient in 1,000 kitchen experiments. It's been crushed into milkshakes, crumbled over ice cream, and even baked into brownies. And yet, no matter how it's enjoyed, its iconic taste remains unmistakably Oreo. From the bustling streets of New York to the quiet corners of Kyoto, the Oreo has found its way into hearts and homes across the globe. It's a universal symbol of sweetness, a shared experience that transcends borders and unites people of all ages. There's a simple joy in sharing an Oreo with a friend, a loved one, or even a stranger. It's a small gesture, but one that can spark a connection, a moment of shared delight. The Oreo is more than just a cookie. It's a vessel for memories, a catalyst for connections, and a symbol of shared joy. It's a testament to the power of simplicity, a reminder that the most ordinary things can become extraordinary when they're made with love and shared with others. So whether you're a dunker, a twister, or a whole cookie eater, the Oreo invites you to take a moment, to savor the sweetness, to enjoy the journey. Because every Oreo has a story to tell, a journey to share. So next time you savor an Oreo, remember the journey it's been on to reach you. And that, dear viewers, is the story of how an Oreo is made. The journey of this beloved cookie is as fascinating as its taste is delightful. It begins with the carefully sourced ingredients, the flour, sugar, cocoa, and that secret blend of flavors that make the Oreo uniquely irresistible. The magic then continues in the making of the cookie dough, a process refined over a century to achieve that perfect crunch. And who could forget the baking process that transforms this dough into the iconic chocolate wafers we all know and love? Next, we have the cream filling, a sweet, velvety concoction that brings balance to the cookie's rich cocoa flavor. And finally, the packaging and distribution, ensuring that every single Oreo arrives at its destination fresh and ready to be enjoyed. So go ahead, grab an Oreo, and keep on wondering and exploring the world around you.